Okay, so for our nerves, we have the trochlear nerve is going to be up and left to the pons here on either side more. The trigeminal nerve is going to be just below the trochlear nerve on both sides. That's a trigeminal nerve. The abducens nerve is going to be lower, just right above the pons, the abducens nerve. The hypoglossal nerve is going to be just along the side of the pons here, hypoglossal nerve. The accessory nerve is going to be just below the hypoglossal nerve. The vagus nerve is once again just out here to the side of the pons. The glossopharyngeal nerve is going to be just up and to the left and the right of the pons. The vestibulocochlear nerve is going to be just slightly higher above the pons, and the facial nerve is going to be again in the general vicinity above the pons here. Our gyri are throughout the cerebrum right here, the gyri and the ridges. Cerebral hemispheres are on each side. The longitudinal fissure runs right down the middle. The frontal lobe is in front. The parietal lobe is on the side. The occipital lobe is in the back. And the temporal lobe is just below the parietal lobe on the side. You want to stop it? I think, did I do that right? Okay. Gosh. I missed the...
Central sulcus is like...
What is that again?
Central sulcus.
That's right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just still going, the video.
Is it still going?
Yeah.
Okay. The central sulcus is right here, towards the front. The cerebellum is a small brain towards the back. The vermis are the worm-like structures on the cerebellum here. The brain stem is in the very back. The spinal cord is right here. Medulla oblongata is right here. The pons is bulging right here. The olfactory bulbs are at the front. The olfactory nerve is right with the olfactory bulbs. Where's the optic chiasma?
The X.
The optic chiasma is right here. The optic tract is going down, right?
Mm-hmm.
The optic tract is going down. The infundibulum is
Would be right there.
towards the middle of the optic chiasma. The mammillary bodies are at the base right here, right below the optic chiasma. The superior colliculi are
In here. Turn it over. Yeah.
superior colliculi are
On top.
right here, and the inferior colliculi are
Below it.
below. The corpora quadrineum
This whole thing together.
is the whole,
Superior and inferior.
contains superior and inferior colliculi. The cerebral peduncles are right here.
You did such a good job.
Or no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm so proud.
The dura mater
I think we have to upload it.
Is what we took off.
and the arachnoid mater is what we took off, along with the pia mater. The corpus callosum
Look, come
is the
here.
white part right here. The fornix is
The bottom of it.
the bottom of the corpus callosum. The septum pellucidum
It's the membrane within the corpus callosum.
is the membrane within the corpus callosum. The lateral ventricles
Inside there.
is inside, just below the corpus callosum, the lateral ventricles. was I? The interventricular foramen
He's in there somewhere.
is just inside here. The choroid plexus is the dark material inside the cavity here by the lateral ventricles. The thalamus is a circle right here, just below the lateral ventricle. The intermediate body mass of the thalamus is right along here. The epithalamus is just above the thalamus.
Pineal gland.
The pineal gland is, where's it at? Oh yeah, the pineal gland is right here. The third ventricle is right here, just below the lateral ventricle, part of the midbrain. The cerebral aqueduct goes right down here. The fourth ventricle is down here by the cerebellum. The hypothalamus is just below the thalamus. The cerebral peduncles, we do those?
Yeah, we already did those.
Okay. The mammillary body, we already did those. And the cerebellum is right here. The arbor vitae, tree of life, is this part right here containing white matter. And the folia is on top right here. That's it.